Okay, so we're at problem number 4 now. And again, there's a variety of ways of doing these things. And I'm going to do this one a little bit different, all right? And by a little bit different, what I'm going to do is on each side, I'm going to simplify it. And it's a little different than I would normally do it. Normally, I would look for an LCD, multiply both sides of the LCD. But let me just try this, a little bit different technique. So on the left side, I want to combine those two terms together. And I see, 5 6 minus 7 eighths. Let me write this down on the side for you. 5 6 minus 7 eighths. They're the coefficients of the variable, which is x. And what would the LCD between 6 and 8? That would be 24, right? And let me write this down for you. What times 6 would give you 24? 4. So 4 times 5 is 20. And then 3 times 8 is 24, so 21. So what do you get? You would get minus 1 over 24. So on the left side, I would just simply see, as they have down here, and let me outline that for you, I see it. I see that right there. All right? Now what I want to do is I want to go to the other side, and I'm going to combine 7 ninths, the x terms, by the way, 7 ninths minus 1/18th, right? And this is the coefficient on the x. Well, that's pretty simple because the common denominator there is 18. And what are you going to get? Well, 2 times 9 is 18, so 2 times 7 is 14 minus 1. You would get 13/18. I'm going to outline that for you. It's right over here. All right? So then the big question is, what are you going to do next? And, I'll be honest with you, there's a variety of things you could do. I'm going to get my eraser out, though, and I want to just get to the point where you're looking at something, you wonder, how did he get to the next spot? And that's what happens to all students. They wonder, how did he do that? How did he go from this line to the next line? Well, we just got over here. So this is minus 1/24th of an x equals 13/18ths of an x. And that's the line we just got to. So the way I did this, I'll write down exactly what I did. What I did was I added 1/24th of an x to both sides. And I added 55/48 to both sides. Well, I got to be honest with you, it's not that bad to do. For example, on the left side, you would just get 55 over 48, all right? But on the right side, there is some arithmetic to do. And what do you get? 13 over 18 plus 1 over 24. Well, I'm going to say by inspection, but inspection or not, there is a common denominator. But I'm going to say the least common denominator is 72. All right? Now, again, somebody said, how do you get an LCD? There's a variety of ways of getting them. But for simple numbers, I don't think you need a variety of ways. You could write down multiples if you want. Like, 18, and then 18 plus 18 is 36, so forth and so on. Well, what times 18 would give you 72? That would be 4. And 4 times 13 is 40, and 12, which is 52. Now, what times 24 would give you 72? That would be 3. And 3 times 1 is 3. So what do you get over there? You would get 55 over 72. And then what do you get? You get x. All right, that's an x over there. Now, granted, I realize sometimes, I do it this way, you do it that way. The end's going to be the same. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do something a little bit differently than I normally would do, and I'll write it down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of x's coefficient. That's just like dividing it, by the way. So I'm going to multiply both sides by the coefficient's reciprocal, which would be 72 over 55. And I'll write that. I'm multiplying both sides by that. Now, what's nice about that is the right side is super simple. I mean, the 55s cancel, the 72 cancels, you just get an x. Now, what's nice about the left side? Immediately, I see the 55 cancel. Now, granted, the 72 and the 48 might cause some trouble over here, and if it does, if you need to take it slow, you take it slow. But I'm going to say 24 goes into both of those numbers. 24 goes into 72 3 times, and 24 goes into 48 2 times. And this is my answer. If you want to check it, I can't say this enough times to you, you're going to go back to the original and check it. All right. I just want to go through the reduction for students that had a hard time following that. You know, if you had, let's see, what number did I have there? 72 over 48. You could just do it in pieces, by the way. What do you mean? One small piece at a time. If you divide top mono by 2, what do you get? 36. And the number gets smaller when you divide by 2, by the way. 24. You could divide by 2 again. 18, 12. You could divide by 2 again. What do you get? 9 over 6. Well, the 2's are done. What's the next number you could divide by 3? What do you get? 3 over 2. No matter how you go about it, it's 3/2. All right? Now, again, I'm not checking these things, but you're more than welcome to check them in the original if you like. All right? Thank you.